Howdy, folks. We're going handheld here. Sorry for the noise. But yeah, the 2A6, she is done. Yes. She's done. She's done. I mean, if I was you, and I'd probably call for a repaint here. Yeah, she doesn't look very peacekeepy anymore. We got the MG3. Focus, you son of a... Look at that. Look at that little ammo belt. Everything. I kit bashed this little guy together from some, I don't know, some Tamiya figure that came with another tank, plus the helmet from, I think, a more modern Verlinden equipment pack. But, yeah. Looking pretty decent there. I didn't do a hell of a lot with the tracks themselves because, I mean, I am going to drive it around a little. I'm going to take it to work, show it off to some of the guys. Focus, you frickin' piece of... yeah. I don't know if you could hear that barking. But we have my in-law's dog here for the week, Duke. He's basically a good boy. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, but he barks like a raving lunatic hound. It's insanity. Let's turn her around. Now, these are the real steel, 2mm steel braided tow cables with the Special Ops model end bits meant for the M1A2 Abrams. They fit. They look perfect. They fit a treat. Threw a little MRE box in there. But we added some Tamiya. Used some metal pigment powders from one of the Tamiya weathering pallets on the tips of these little smoke dischargers. And she looks good. I like it. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Not too bad. Not too shabby for a fat IT guy in his basement. But yeah, it's pretty slick. I mean, everyone's seen the operational videos. If you want to see under the skirt a little bit, there we go. I didn't bother painting underneath because the general public is not going to see that, nor care, nor notice. I know about it. I want to do a little bit of weathering and streak and grime here, since I ended up building it open hatch instead of closed hatch because I decided to put together little Mr. Driver there. I just hand blotched some random camo there onto him. But yeah, that's that. Next project, and I might take a bit of a little hiatus here from tank building, but we've got the Jagged Panther, Jagged Panther, and minimal, well, not minimal, but no major aftermarket component changes on this guy. I got some metal tracks, super cheap on eBay. They look to be some vintage, high quality metal tracks, not some hot garbage. And definitely, if they're at all problematic, I could chuck them. They only cost me like $40. But yeah, that kingkong-rc chassis, that was the main problem here with this build. Everything else pretty much fell into line, but the chassis is the foundation. The foundation of the house in this thing was fakakta. It was just a bit verschnicked. It didn't quite fit right. But yeah, she's looking okay. We're gonna mount her up real quick, the GoPro that is, and do a little slow pirouette and a function test here. But we already know everything works. But just for prosperity and entertainment's sake, we're gonna take that in a sec. BRB. And contact. Yes, sir. Very gentle with the sticks. This sport-tuned motor. She's sprightly. Let's get some lights going on here. Let's see, headlights. You know, let's put the beacon on so we know. Okay, we're in battle mode. So we want to be in regular mode. Get those lights on. We're just gonna keep our hand back here just in case. Oh, yeah, see? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Machine guns! Reload. Yeah, I got it set at... I think I got it set as a heavy tank on the board. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh! Houston, we've had an accident. Can we catch the muzzle flash? Oh, we got it! I think we got it. Yeah, that was pretty cool. You can move very slowly if you want. It's pretty nice how slow you can move. If you're really gentle. Oh, but if you're not gentle, she can be jumpy. But yeah, there you go, boys. Uh-oh. That was, yeah, I'll just shoot myself for that one. I didn't see the flash on my smartphone, so I don't know if the flash... There we go. The flash works every time. Even filming at 60 frames per second. I think the new LED flashers actually show up better on camera, recording, whatever, than the old school, camera flash style do. But yeah, she's purty. And, just for, oh gosh. There we go. Just for comparison's sake, I'm getting another toy. Well, not really a toy, per se. Well, I don't know. I guess if you're a millionaire, a Ferrari's considered a toy. And if you're a thousandaire like me, a Tamiya Japanese Type 10 is considered a toy. Oh, look at that. She's bouncy. So this guy's fairly stiffly sprung. This thing, this whole tank, it bottoms out from very little weight. Just like the real tank in real life. Very softly sprung, the Japanese Type 10 tank. And this is much more stiffly sprung. This guy she's floaty like an 80s Cadillac boat, and that fella's got some serious stabilizer bars there. She's nice and... I'll tell you one thing. I'd probably rather ride around the countryside than this guy. I might get a little seasick, but at least I won't be rattled to pieces. And, yeah, if that's not enough, you know, we can just go ahead and... Let's, there we go. She's more compact, too. I'm going to make some noise here. I'm going to pull away a bit. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Okay, but yeah. So, definitely bigger than the Japanese Type 10. That's for sure. Let's see what else we can compare her to. Frame quarters here in the garage. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here's something to compare it to. Let's compare it to Grandpa. There you go. Now that, I have the rear of both these tanks lined up even. That's where the Tiger 1 comes in, and that's where the end of the Tiger 1's barrel is. Yeah. And, you know, this little lady has a pretty firm stance as well. Yeah. Wait, Tiger 1? All Tamiya, all day, all night. Oh yeah. It's like you're either a Budweiser guy, or you're a Miller guy, or you're a Busch Light guy, or you're just not a redneck. I'm a little redneck. I could drink any of them. Any day of the week. I prefer the fancy stuff, though. The IPAs. Look at this. This spry little guy. The gun. The tip of the barrel's right here on this thing. I mean, the tank commander's looking over. He's like, oh, I got a floodlight. I have a 152 millimeter wide. It's not the length, man, it's the girth. Sorry, Mr. Vietnam 551. Length matters with tanks, not just girth. Cramped quarters here. The only really comparable piece of hardware I can offer up here, is this monstrosity. Okay. Yes, the 2A6 has a longer gun. But, ooh. She's a little bouncier. This guy, little... You know, this is bone stock Tamiya, other than ball bearings and some plastic stowage bits, but, I'll tell you, the Abrams definitely has a much nicer cooler. Yeah. Yeah, the Abrams has a nicer cooler, that's for sure. This was a little 3D printed guy that I did in United Nations blue that I made up. Because I don't know, I like coolers. I want to have a beverage at all times. Oh, man. Oof. There we are, even at the back. Yeah. Even with foreshadowing. So the Abrams has an ever so slightly longer hull. If you include the taillight housings and the exhaust plates and everything. Yep. Okay. Upper hull with everything. The Abrams, tiny bit bigger. The actual turret on the Abrams, wider. But the turret and the barrel on the 2A6, definitely longer. And the 2A6, she's a wee bit taller. Like, to the top of the turret, I mean, the Abrams is definitely a lower profile tank. You know, not withholding, you know, the M2 on here or anything else. The M2's lower. She's sleeker. A little bit, but arguably, which is the better tank? I'll leave that one up to the comments and the forums. But let's, well, get the Abrams situated somewhere comfortable. This thing is just so unwieldy to move around the garage. Oh boy. And she's not light. But, oh yeah. She's lighter, definitely lighter than the 2A6. And go to bed. Yep, well, that's it. We're done with this tank. I like it a lot. I think it came out great. I think I took it further than I was planning because I basically started very intimidated to paint a white tank. I mean, I'm like, white? How white is it going to be? And then I painted it white, and it was really very, 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 very white. It was like a freshman nurse on her first day on the job at a medical school or whatever it is. Those scrubs were white as all get out. I'm gonna move you guys in a little bit. And I was trying to figure out. Sorry, adjusting cameras. The right way to weather it, what to do, and I just I gained confidence as I was painting it. That I was like, well, this is coming out different or better or worse or whatever. And then as we got her basically near completion, I got a little ambitious. I finally finished the machine gun. That was intimidating. The 3D printed bit, that was not that easy to put together from DKL-MRC. And they give you 0 instructions except the picture on the website when you buy it. So it needed a little fettling here and there. This little guy, like I said, just kit bashed, and then, you know, just a jerry can and a little 3D printed cooler and a rations box I had laying around. These stainless steel tow cables were really nice with the tactical special ops models, not tactical models, with the special ops models cable ends there. Let's see if they'll just sell me a few more sprues of these guys. These are great to have around. I could just use 2mm cable and just buy a bunch of these. That'd be great. They seem like nice enough guys. They had a wrong sprue in one of my orders, and they went out of their way to fix the problem ASAP. I actually have the email address for the owner of Special Ops Models now. Really nice guy. Don't remember his name off the top of my head, but they were good people to deal with. So, yeah. And I'll give you a secret. I didn't weather underneath the armor wings at all. I was like, screw that noise. These are never going to be opened in public. Well, I mean, this is public, this video, but you know what I mean. I'm not going to lift the skirt on this girl, you know, for people. I didn't go through a whole detailed weathering of the underside of the chassis, of the suspension arms, or any of that. I did it from what the eye can see. I'm sitting a little, you know, eye level a little above the tank, and I don't see a damn thing. So everyone else who sees this tank is basically going to be looking at it, driving around on the floor while they're standing, or at least sitting. They're not going to see any of that. And that's the thing with modeling is, guys, you know, Andy's, like, hobby headquarters and some of the other guys, sometimes they go through the trouble of getting in all the nooks and crannies. They'll flip this sucker upside down, and they'll spend as much time weathering the underside as they do anything else, even if it will never be seen. This will not be entered into any kind of competitive model competitions, or if it is, screw it. I'm going to put it on the table. I'm going to say, that's my what if United Nations Leopard 2A6. Judge as you see fit. And if they go like this and lift her up and flip her over, and they go, oh, he didn't weather the underside. It's like one of those damn car shows where you drive the hot rod up onto a ramp and put mirrors underneath the chassis to show off the chrome-plated frame rails. Guys, don't chrome plate your frame rails. You don't need to powder coat your drive shaft. It's just getting old. Oh, the car's going to SEMA. No, it's for a celebrity. No, it's going to Pebble Beach. Oh, come on. Yeah, definitely. This is new. So this is from 3 Taverns Craft Beers here in Atlanta. Double dry hopped. Melon, berrier, citrusier, juicier, rowdier, and proudier. Double India Pale Ale. With Hool, Melon, Mosaic, and Amarillo. I don't know what half that crap means. Rowdier and Proud is like, I think it's the Atlanta United soccer team's kind of thing going on there, but whatever. Yeah. So, oh guys, it's gonna be long. It's gonna be a little while. I'm gonna say goodbye for now. For now, I will be back. I have another tank to build. I have my jagged Jaeger Panther. Jägermeister Panther coming up at some point. We're 2 dogs now. 2 dogs in the house. And until the end of the week. And it's only Tuesday. Oh, I saw you next Tuesday. See you next Tuesday. No. So the wife decided we needed a second dog. Because Groot, the bulldog puppy, is very happy having another dog to keep him company. So guess what I'm doing? I'm going shovel shopping at Home Depot to dig my own grave even deeper. We're going to get a second dog. We're going to have to. We're going to have to do it. It's for the happiness of Groot. It's for the happiness and sanity of my wife. It's for the health of the home and the marriage. And the perfect little animal utopia we are building here. 2 cats, soon to be 2 dogs, 2 humans, and we're horrendously outnumbered by tanks. I mean, we're even outnumbered by motor vehicles in this household, but we're outnumbered by tanks. Like, a lot to, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this makes 7, 8 Tamiya tanks, 1, hopefully soon to find a new home, or Henglong, well, there's 2 Henglongs, 10 tanks, an unfinished Humvee, many other older RC cars, and Christmas. I don't know if I'm getting another tank for Christmas, guys. Sounds like I'm getting another dog. So unless Santa Claus, is turning some extra tricks on the side to stuff another present under my tree, the Jagd Panther might be the last tank for a little while. But we'll see. Maybe a deal turns up. Maybe someone's extra generous or giving. And, oh, man, this thing's cool. I like it. I mean, again, I am a mediocre, I guess I'm a mediocre modeler. Mediocre. I hate to say that. It's insulting when someone like Andy says he's a mediocre modeler. And I have to say I'm a mediocre modeler. Mediocre, so you have the novice modeler, okay? They're right here, okay? Then you have the pro modeler. You can barely even see. They're like that. And then the mediocre is everything from here to here. I'm somewhere in between these two. Probably closer to the drive sprocket on this tank. But I'm mediocre. This is what you do with mediocre. At least with, the right, some of the better, some of the more widely used, some of the easier and high return on investment methods, such as a basic airbrush setup, some sponge chipping, some washes and other streaking grimes, and things that you can just get at the hobby shop. And you don't need to go out and buy all this overnight. If you only have a few extra dollars, if you have your model, okay, and you're like, oh, well, I've got the primer on it, I need to save my allowance. And you could be a little kid, okay? You could be, I get $5 a week. It's 2019, guys. I get $20 a week allowance. You can go to the hobby shop and spend your 20 bucks. You can get a couple jars of paint, or or save up and save up and save up. And you don't even need to save that much. You know, go on Amazon with your allowance, save your allowance for a few weeks, buy a cheapo entry-level airbrush kit. Couple more weeks, go to the hobby shop, get some paints, you know, get some clear coats, save up another week or two, get some streak and grime, get a little set of cheap brushes, and you could build this up. You don't need to, like, have a job and be a grown-up, and you could be a kid. I mean, kids save their money. I used to save my money and go buy candy, or save my money for a month or two and go buy a video game, or save my money for however long, well, a month or two, months and months and months for a video game, but I could save my money for a month and buy a G.I. Joe figure, maybe. So, that, you know, that's all. Hard work pays off in the end. It's not always easy. Sometimes you just need to walk away from it, and I've walked away from this and many other tanks for sometimes weeks at a time without touching them. Not because I didn't want to, or because I didn't have the energy, or because whatever specific reason. Sometimes you just get modeler's block, and you're just like, I'm just going to go worry about the rest of the things in life without... Did I turn that off? Yeah, no, I turned it off. You know, whatever. It is what it is, guys. It's supposed to be fun. When it doesn't become fun, walk away for a while. You'll come back and have fun a week later. All right. Oh my God, this thing turned out really long. Just me babbling. Either way, guys. Oh God, I'm just ripping everybody off from me. But all right, guys, just remember, model every day. Well, like that contradicts what I just said for the last 5 minutes. I have to have a catchphrase. I'm trying. See you next Tuesday is not really original. Yeah. Something. I'll come up with it one of these days. Put it on a t-shirt. I'll put it on, like, Teespring, you know. Like, hey, guys, buy my t-shirt. I'll donate everything to hurricane victims. Yeah, right. You're lying. I don't know. Maybe you're not. Whatever. My wife says all the t-shirt worthy lines in this house. I'll tell you that right now. Either way, I'm more done than an underpaid brothel worker. So, later, guys. That is the end. Goodbye.